Hello and welcome to day 141 of 365 days of Facebook Live. My name is Jessica Lozano and I'm a women's relationship and feminine embodiment mentor, and I help women have extraordinary love lives with the love of their life. And today I want to talk to you about an important subject that I walk my women through all the time, and that is being a committed woman versus an attached woman. Because these two energetics, these two frequencies are so different, and they are so different in the quality of man that you attract, that you are a match for, right? Because you are the pole of attraction. And what this looks like and how this reflects in your relationship. Because in your relationship, even when you have the one, you want to be committed, but you're not attached. And I know that sounds like a paradox, because it is. Because you always have to be willing to be committed to yourself first and foremost, and to the truth of your soul, always in sacred union, no matter what. Because this is so important for the evolution of your relationship, so that it continues to evolve up in an upward spiral of love versus getting stuck and stagnant and then creating a complacency type of relationship or best friends type of thing, but there's no love and there's no passion there's no passion and excitement in the relationship. And a lot of that times those relationships long term have infidelity, have divorce, or then you really start to get into like more, like divorce. So an attached woman is going to be a woman who is just really attached to men and needing a man and to love, whether you know it consciously or subconsciously. It's really hard for you to let go of men and to let go of love, right? Because you're attached. Because you are attached. You are not releasing and you're not letting go. You have to have this in your life, right? Instead of saying like, okay, I see this man, I'm acknowledging him, I'm appreciating his love and his connection and all of these things, and I'm going to make sure that he adds up to me and to my life and to how he aligns with me. And I'm not going to be needy on his energy, right? Because once we're needy on their energy is when they show a red flag and you're like, oh, well, I'm just going to ignore that. I'm just going to ignore that, right? Instead of seeing the red flag and actually acknowledging it, because you're not abandoning yourself when you are a committed woman. When you're a committed woman, you look at the red flags because you know who you are committing to. You are not committed to a man who's not committed to you, right? So you're able to let that go. You're like, okay, I'm confidently passing with grace, and I'm going to continue moving along in my life, being the magnetic woman that I am, and I know the kind of person that I want in my life. I have standards. So an attached woman and a committed woman are two completely different frequencies, because a committed woman is a devotional woman, and a lot of times attached women who have more that are more attached, you are a devotional woman, you're just coming from the wrong frequency. And this frequency of attachment is a fear-based energy. You're walking your life with fear, which is why you're a match for shadow men, shadow-matched relationships that are consistently triggering your wounded inner child wounds, right? Creating the deepest fears of hers, like abandonment and abandonment and being alone, right? Which is when you're attached, those are usually your biggest fears. I'm sure there are other ones, but these are the main ones. So you will consistently attract men who trigger you in these areas if you stay attached. Once you migrate into committed, once you create the inner union within you, you are fully this committed woman, and you are matched for the man who is the one. Because this is what you're templated for. You're templated as a devotional woman to have this kind of relationship. So what happens, and what I have noticed in my clients, is that they already are in this place of I am a devotional woman. I am committed to a man. And I need to learn how to face my deepest fears in a relationship, right? Which is abandonment and being alone. Because if not, I'm going to continue to attract men who are in this place of always threatening the relationship, always leaving me, making it a fulfilled prophecy. And therefore, because I haven't healed these wounds, I feel like I need to continue to attach stronger and stronger versus letting go when it's fine. And these women, this is your biggest lesson in your life, to transform and to migrate into this committed woman frequency. This was my lesson, right? And this is why I call in a lot of women who are exactly in the same space as me. I was an attached woman. I was so terrified to leave a relationship because of the fear that, oh my God, what would happen if I was actually alone? Oh my God, what would happen if this man that I thought was the thing, even though there were so many red flags, actually left me, right? That is an attached woman. I suffered. An attached woman suffers and stays in struggle. She suffers and she stays in struggle instead of feeling free and alive with her love. And she's able to pour her heart and her love into a man that can receives that, and he gives back more to her. Do you get what I'm saying? There's a completely two different energies and frequencies when it comes to these types of women. So one of the things that happens is that the attached woman is leading from her inner child wounds, right? She's leading from these wounds instead of leading from the fullness of who she is as a woman. And what's missing, what's the gap between leading with your inner child wounds and actually leading with the woman that you are, is that your inner union hasn't been fully integrated and embodied, right? You're living off of fragmented pieces of yourself, not through the wholeness of who you are. And the wholeness of who you are is the inner union within you. Because you know you are whole and complete as you are when you have these two inner unions, which is your inner masculine, your inner feminine. And also the biggest one of them all is your inner father and your inner mother, which is, of course, the mother is one of the archetypes within the feminine, and then the father is one of the archetypes within the masculine. So an attached woman hasn't fully integrated these yet. They're like, these are fragmented. They're not fully awakened, activated, and fully integrated within her, which is why there's an attachment to men in love, because there's something consciously or subconsciously that she's seeking to find within them, right? Usually, of course, inner child wounds has to do with your mother and your father or other main caregivers in your life that have created these wounds, traumas, experiences in your life. So once you bridge the gap of activating this inner union of this inner masculine and this inner feminine, this inner mother and this inner father, is when they come together like this, and you are now this committed woman because you are secure with who you are. You can lead yourself in your life, and you can be unconditionally loving with yourself, right? Now, the inner union, which these are like the two main things, like the leadership in your life and the unconditional love, I would say, are one of the two biggest character traits when it comes to the father and the mother within these two archetypes. Not because, okay. Yeah. These two. Now, I lost my train of thought because my mind went to something else. As it always happens with me when I don't have notes when I'm doing things like this, when I'm doing lives. So when you have these inner union within you, you are a match for the outer union, for the union between you as a feminine embodied woman of a secure embodied woman with a secure embodied masculine man, right? Secure feminine woman, fully embodied in that. But within me, I have my inner masculine, my inner feminine, fully embodied, not fully, I would say activated, awakened, right? Because I don't know if we're ever going to be fully until we are like ascended master level. But really awakened, really activated. This is the leading energy that you have. Your inner child and the shadow energy, the wounded inner child energy and the shadow energy and the ego, which all of those I put in the same umbrella, are in the backseat. They're not leading your life anymore, because this is the woman that you lead with. This is the woman that you're taking action with. This is the woman that you're courageously walking with. This is the woman that you're holding divine unconditional love within yourself. This energy is a match for a man who's in that same frequency. He's leading with his man. He's not leading with his inner boy either, right? This is what happens when you activate this inner union within you. You need both of these energies, because a lot of women that I work with, especially when you're an attached energy, you are actually don't have, what I've noticed is these women don't have the inner masculine really activated yet, right? They don't have their boundaries set. They don't have great communication skills, emotional intelligence, because a lot of us have father wounds. And who holds those energetics? The father. The father holds boundaries, communication, leadership. Being able to hold space for all your wild emotions, right? If your father didn't embody that, then you're not going to embody that. You're not going to know how, because you never saw an example of. So it's your job to take leadership in your life and activate these qualities within you. When you have these, the masculine is the foundation for the feminine to awaken and to actually thrive, because she feels safe into. So when you feel safe within yourself, within your own embodiment, then can she really lean forward and open up and activate. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. I'm going to go a lot deeper on this specific subject inside of Finding the One Masterclass, because this is big. This is so big in being a match for the one, this attached woman, or in this committed woman, devotional woman, high frequency, leading with her woman, loving her inner child and keeping her inner child in the backseat. But the woman is the one that's running the show. Attached woman is the woman whose inner child, who's in the backseat, is actually in the driver's seat, and she's the one leading the show. She's leading with fear because she's wounded, right? And then you are in the backseat, like watching the whole mess go down, right? So we want to change these. We want to move these energies, and we're going to learn that inside of Finding the One Masterclass, which we begin in 3 days. 2 days. Wednesday. We begin in 2 days. It is completely free for a limited time. And I would love for you to join if you're on this place of like, I want the greatest love of my life. I want a relationship of a lifetime. I'm here to live an extraordinary life. I'm not here to play small. I'm here to create a new line for a new paradigm for my generational line. I am a paradigm shifter in my family. I've already have done so much in that, and I'm ready to do even more in that. This is who this masterclass is for. You've already done these types of things. You're actively on this path of creating a new trajectory for your life. You want great things, and great love is one of those things that you get to have. So completely free. Message me if you are interested, or comment the one and I will give you the link. I'm really excited to share what I have to share with you in this masterclass. All right, beauties, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.